Today we have Frank Basa from Coniagas Battery Metals. How are you today, Frank?
I'm wonderful, Tracy. Thank you very much for having me again. Always a pleasure. Thanks.
Well, critical minerals. You have some of the top critical minerals, copper, nickel, you've got cobalt and the PGMs, and you're
Yep,
doing drilling in Quebec. That's the priority, correct?
yep.
So perhaps you can give us an update on the drilling program.
So we're trying to do a targeted drilling program. It'll be a small program, only about 9,600 meters. We'll only be drilling the shallow component of this deposit at this stage to have a better understanding. We're looking at starting a drill program this fall or winter. Normally we drill through the winter. The reason we've decided to work at that time of the year, that part of the world has had some pretty bad fires, and if there's a fire, you can't drill. Normally, we also drill always in the winter, has less damage to the ground. So the program is small, shallow drill holes, 9,600 meters. Probably start this fall. We finally got our drill permit. Getting drill permits in Quebec is a minimum of 3 months or more. So we finally got them. So we're going to try to drill somewhere this fall into next year. And normally, what we do here, Tracy, if you ever look at anything we do, we start with a small drill program, and at the end of the day, two of our companies, one of them ended up with 60,000 meters, and the other one ended up with 150,000 meters of drilling. So we ended up definitely with a resource. We're very conservative the way we do our programs, and we're very realistic about our resource that we have. So we're hoping that we might have a deposit. It'll be more than likely a copper, nickel, cobalt, and some platinum balance. We've been hitting some platinum balance. We haven't reported any significant numbers yet, but it could be platinum balance, and it might be something significant.
Well, and of course, you're quite a veteran in the exploration game. And the area that you're targeting is known as the Elephant Country. Can you tell us a little bit more about the area that you're targeting?
Well, when you look at that part of the Quebec, and one of the great success stories right now in that part of Quebec is I'm sorry, power metals. Power metals used to be called power nickel, and you look at the results they have. Their earlier results reflect on our earlier results. So we have some very wide widths of copper, nickel, cobalt. So we might have something like that. The deposit is called Graal. There's a reason for being called Graal. It's called Graal. It's shaped like a funnel, like a martini glass. We haven't targeted that zone yet. So we've been on the outskirts of that zone. There's actually two targets that we're looking at, two zones, and we're trying to merge them together. If they merge successfully, then we might have a very large open pit type of deposit that will eventually end up going underground. The Graal zone is quite large. So if you go onto our website, go to the slide on our PowerPoint, you'll notice how deep this thing is. It's not a small deposit, it's massive.
So, in addition, of course, to the targeting and this very well-known area for having high-grade discoveries, can you tell us a little bit more about your relationship with the Quebec government? I noticed you announced a research partnership with the University of Quebec.
Quebec is kind of unique here, Tracy. I think uh, of all the provinces in Canada and probably North America, I've never met anybody more supportive of the resource industry than Quebec. Quebec operates under a group called Investment Quebec, which is actually the Quebec government, and they'll fund anything to the tune of $500 million, $1 billion. It's not a problem. And then they finance a lot of lithium projects. They're also will finance a battery plant. For them, it's unlimited. So right now, what they've done for us, we're actually working with a university. I think we're too early for what they're offering to us. But get this, they already offered us a site that's next to port with rail service and also allocated power for us. So a lot of people are not aware how critical power is, but without power, even though you might have a site, you can't build a plant. So that's all been allocated for over a year ago, just to show you how supportive they are. And if they can't get money, like we're working with another group, they actually go to the Middle East to get money for you. And the Quebec government, right now, like I said, they're working through a university with us, actually to the point. We have another project in Ontario, and I didn't think they'll do that, but they'll develop or sponsor a project and finance a project out of province. So super aggressive, very supportive. And you know what? You pick up the phone, you talk to them. It's not voicemail, it's people. It's kind of one of the better places to be in Canada or North America. Support is unbelievable, just unbelievable.
Well, and of course, what should investors and shareholders be looking forward to in the upcoming quarter? Obviously, drilling is the number one
Yeah,
priority.
it'll be Tracy will be a drill program. We've kind of let the stock drift. A majority of the shares out there actually they're granted to a lot of our shareholders from our other company. The exchange requested that we had to put so many paper shares out there. So what happened is somebody got something for nothing. They just sold it. So we started at 25 cents. We took it up to 28. We know we'll build a base, so we thought our base was at 10 cents, but it broke to 10 cents, went down to 2.5, 3 cents. Now slowly climbing up. We've done no marketing, so somewhere between now and the end of the year, we'll get some marketing going, a drill program going, and hopefully it recovers. So we have about 24 million shares out there. In reality, there's only 6 million shares. A majority of the other shares are kind of locked up, they're escrowed, and they're not actually out there free trading. So it's kind of a tightly held company, and the shares should increase. We do have another 5 to 10 million shares to distribute to our shareholders. And normally we do a distribution every February. This year we didn't do it. We just thought the market's a little too soft. So we might do a distribution next year, the following year.
For those of you interested in finding out more about Coniagas battery metals, please go to the following website. And Frank, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, Tracy. Have a wonderful day, Tracy. Thank you very much.